All right, guys, here we go. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming meat curing and sausage making season. And today I'm going to go over three very important categories. Number one is our equipment. Number two are our consumables. And number three is the space that we are going to be making our dry cured meats and sausages in. So this year I spent a little bit of money, got myself a nice 3/4 horsepower number 12 meat grinder. And the only reason I got this particular meat grinder is because it goes with last year's meat mixer. So this is a kind of a long and convoluted story, but Sausage Maker discontinued this particular meat mixer. So after searching on the internet and finding, long story short, I found this one. It's made by the same company that makes these mixers, but it's under a different brand. So this one is a Guide Gear meat grinder, sausage stuffer, all in one. Cost me about $350, give or take. But the nice part is you can remove the grinding attachment. It's a 3/4 horsepower motor. You could attach it to your meat mixer. You could throw in 40 pounds of ground meat and you could let it do its thing. The other thing I really like about this, all the tools, the bits, the grinding plates, everything, the blades, everything is in here. Super nice and convenient for storage. So at the end of this video, what I'm going to do is connect these two. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to show you guys how it works. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you are going to get into this hobby big time and you're going to process deer or you're going to do whatever you want to do, this is essential. You absolutely have to get a quality meat grinder. Doesn't have to be 3/4 horsepower. This is a little bit big. This thing will put out about 10 pounds of ground meat a minute. It says 12, but let's just say 10. So that's a lot of meat in a minute. I'm not going to ever do 500-600 pounds of meat in one sitting. So, a bit of an overkill. The only reason I got it is because it could spin the mixer, and mixing sausage by hand for half an hour sucks. So that's a backup. Okay. The second big investment I made this year is this LEM 330-pound digital scale. This thing was only about $50 off of Amazon, and I got to tell you guys, it's worth every penny. I haven't even peeled the plastic yet, to tell you the truth, but this scale is plug-in and also operates on batteries. And I got to tell you, you put the whole plastic tub on there and you could weigh a ton of meat at one time, and it's fantastic. This is what I used last year. This thing is a piece of crap, and you know what, for your first year, whatever, nobody wants to spend a lot of money. I think this thing cost me $12. This thing cost me $40, $45 on Amazon. Every freaking day. It's well worth every penny. You're going to need one more scale. This thing starts at a half a pound. So you will need one more scale, which I call my little crack scale. And it measures in grams, and it's good for like the salt and whatnot. Anything less than half a pound. And we use that in our winemaking, so we've already got one. So, oh well, hello. All right. So the other thing, hold on one second, guys. Sorry. Okay. The other thing you're going to need, long-term plastic bins, a bunch of them. You want to make sure you get lids. These are fantastic when you're curing meat. You want to salt it. You want to put it somewhere in the fridge or in your garage, depending on how cold it is. You got to have lots of plastic bins. These are going to help you in terms of your processing, in terms of your ground meat, all that kind of good stuff. Get yourself a bunch of these. I pulled all these out of my under the stairs storage, which, by the way, guys, we're in the process of remodeling our house, so excuse the mess. Next. All right, here we go. Wink. All right. So we got Hog Rings. These are basically, we're now starting on the consumable portion. We got a sausage pricker. We got a bacon holder. So all these little things you're going to want to pick up your first year making sausage, dry cured meats. Basically, I'm telling you guys, don't spend a lot of money. Do it once, do it twice. If you like the hobby, start spending real money. Here is the next thing that I had to show you guys. I got a new bundle of string, of twine. You're going to need, this is a 1 pound bundle. Always have an extra one on hand. I used this entire thing this summer when we were tying up lambs and pigs and roasting them whole. And this little contraption, it's got a little knife blade in there. You can see it's really convenient for when you're cutting the twine. Here are some of the consumables. These are all hog rings that we use on different types of sausage. Obviously, casings, that's a whole nother subject. I just ordered a bunch of casings. I'll go through that with you guys in a minute. And I want to show you guys the Butcher and Packer. These guys are based out of Michigan. I bought all my supplies from these guys this year. And I got to tell you, last year I got beef bungs from them. And I was really happy. I mean, they sent me these fantastic beef bungs, and they were really, really affordable. A third of the cost of the other internet sausage making company. So this year, in terms of consumables, I purchased some number 2 curing salt, some number 1 curing salt, some high temperature diced ghost pepper cheese, which is going to go into the summer sausage. I got another bacon hanger because this thing is so super convenient. I figured, you know what, we do two bacons every year, so get the second one. I got some butcher twine, which I didn't need, but I really do need. I got 25 summer sausage casings. 4 of the smaller beef bungs, 4 of the larger beef bungs, which if they come like last year, I could probably cut them in half and make 8. I got some mold, so 600 back dough firm. This is the white mold that you see on sausage. And then I also got a little bit of SPX, which is a bacterial culture to make your sausage sour. So that's what we're going to use in our sausage this year. Also, guys, take the time. This is a great recipe I found cruising the internet. University of Minnesota venison sausage. I got a deer tag. I got 2 deer tags this year. I got a doe and I got a buck. We're going to go up to the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. We're going to make some of these fantastic summer sausage. Speaking of which, we're going to make actually a lot of different stuff this year. Hopefully, if everything goes as planned, I'm going to make dry cured pork loins. I'm going to make dry cured bacon. We're going to make dry cured ribs. We're going to make dry cured sous vivrat. What do we call that in English? It's the capicola. We're going to make a couple different types of sausage. We're going to do a bunch of different stuff. So this is basically me getting ready for the season, checking all my equipment, cleaning everything, and then finding the space to do it. So last thing that you're going to need this year, next year, whoever is doing this, is a sausage stuffer. Now, that particular model of grinder is also a sausage stuffer. Never used it, not really sure I want to. It's going to spit the meat out at a certain speed. This thing I could do by hand. I don't know. We're going to try. We're going to make a video. We're going to figure it out. I know this one works fantastic. So I don't know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Last year, the other thing is, see this oil on here? We oiled it up last year. We put it in storage. We left it for the year. It's looking pretty good. Look at this. Look at this. Brand new. Brand new. And we got rust all over this stuff. So I'm a little disappointed with this Valley Meat Mixer. I'm going to have to take a grinder to this, clean it off, oil it up, and, you know, rust and sausage don't mix. All right, guys, so we've gone over equipment. We've gone over some of the consumables. We did make an order for the salt. We made an order for the casings. We'll talk about meat when we actually go to those particular videos. Now I'm going to walk you over to the old aging / humidity room. Oh, sorry. Speaking of humidity, goodness sakes, I forgot the most important thing about making sausage. Our humidifier, this thing needs to be cleaned. It's got to get some bleach ran through it. You could see last year, I just kind of left it as is and not in the best of shape. So got to spend a little time. Second thing, here's our humidity gauge, our temperature gauge. Put new batteries in it. Don't take a chance. Last thing you want to do is have a false reading. So those are the two most important things when you're making sausage. At the end of the process, you got to keep that humidity high and then slowly take the humidity down. So now let's go take a look at the room that we're going to be curing the sausage in. All right, guys, so here is my space for curing the meats. So as part of the videos that I'm going to show you this year going forward, you have to have a space, a place, somewhere clean, somewhere safe that you can cure your meat. You're going to have a lot of humidity. You're going to have temperature control. I've got electrical in this room, which allows me to run a fan. It allows me to run a heater, and it allows me to run a humidifier. All are critical in curing meat. The other thing I did in here is I attached some conduit to the joists, and on the conduit, you know, cheap and simple, I attached these little hooks, which I got on Amazon. I think I got 100 of them for like 10 bucks. If I was smart, I would have bought 200 of them because last year it got a little crowded in here. And, you know, it's always better to have more than less. We'll get into meat curing rooms and all the other good stuff later. But look, here I want to show you guys this big dog. I went to Tennessee on a vacation this year and had the privilege of going to Alan Benton's place in Tennessee and bought this country ham. This is actually a 13-month-old as of July, June, July. 13-month-old country ham. It's not cured with sugar. It's only cured with salt. I got to tell you, it was a pleasure to meet Mr. Benton and see the operation in the back over there. This stuff sits at room temperature, no problem. They keep it wrapped. The guy showed it to me before he wrapped it for me. Put it in the sock, and I'm going to keep this until December. So when we actually cut into this for our annual put-a-shoot party, which actually isn't in December, it's in February. If you'd like to come, let me know. I'll gladly invite you. We will be cutting into one of these bad boys. And the goal this year is to jump into prosciutto making. I want to make 2 put-a-shoots this year. I got a friend who knows how to do it and makes fantastic put-a-shoot. And hopefully he gives me a call back. And I'm going to make a trip out to Cleveland. Or we'll do it over the phone, over Zoom, whatever. We'll figure it out. But I'd like to make a couple of these this year. So anyhow, again, let's review equipment. Number 1, consumables. Number 2, space. Number 3. So now I'm going to go show you the last of the equipment. All right, guys, last little bit here. I just want to show off my new toy. That's pretty much all I'm doing. Let that 3/4 horsepower go. That's right, baby. Nice and slow. Let it mix. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, paid a little more than I wanted to, but God willing, this thing lasts me the rest of my life. So, we'll see. All right, guys. Any questions? Please feel free to put them out in the comments section. I'll do my best to answer. And we're going to have a great 2020 meat curing season, God willing. Talk to you guys soon.